Threes. Nearly $1,000 on that tweet. Nearly $1,000 on the tweet. My God! Where's your trade? We know Melvin's on board because Melvin pays attention to this stuff. Lovely. And there was also a bit of Paycheck, wasn't it? A little bit of Paycheck running into that trade narrative, trying to get the trade moving, trying to get the business done at the top edges and taking it off that print. How's our buy on oil ended up doing, guys? Well, we went 97s. It's just about to touch 98s for $1,000 live room call. Very close. We got up to a high price of 97.97. We're 3 cents away. There it is. $1,000, guys. Live room call. $1,000. How'd you do? Pretty good? Pretty good. So you may recall very, very clearly that this was our trade here. We were buying oil into this phase, a very, very obvious phase. You see the amount of value we had on that trade. Obviously, we've lost the crack spread during that period. That's okay. That's good. You know, and obviously with that starting to form, we would obviously be worried about the fact that that may well start giving us a short-term reversal. So always worthwhile taking a bit of money off the top edges now. That's $1,000 winner. There was our buy call right there. There was a profit take first target. There's our second target back into this previous toxic reversal in the background. And you can see there's a toxic reversal there. There's our target price. And there's our walkaway trade, 98 evens, sell side business. And it dropped back off that 98s. And it's just hovering about into no man's land. What's the next trade going to be? Well, it looks like it's going to be a top line sell, but I want to get separation from the purple and the red line just now. So you really zoom into this and try and get into that separation narrative. You want to see the blue line making a new explosive move higher, and then you want to see the red line starting to pop its head out the bottom edges. It's starting to show up already. It's starting to appear. You start looking for a transition. You start getting ready to do business. And then you whack it when you get some stops. You whack it when you get some stops. You start seeing some narratives starting to form. I haven't seen any buyers getting jammed yet. I'm waiting for a transition. I've got buyers on the book, and I'm waiting for that transition to take place. I'm ready to press the button. I'm ready to do the deal, waiting for the transition. And then I'm going to whack it. If I can get a good price at higher levels, I'm going to start working some scalp trades off the high price and see if I can just keep working some sell orders on the scalp to see if I can get into position perfect for this sell-off if it sells off. If it sells off. I've got to stop at break even. I've got to trade on. I've got to stop in at break even behind the selling coming in the book. We'll take a screenshot so you can see what I've got. There's the sell. There she goes. Boom. So let's see what happened at the top edge. So you can obviously start to understand this now, hopefully. You can see how easy it was to get that sell on, guys. What the hell is even that all about, right? What the hell, right? Crazy how easy it is to make money. Crazy how easy it is to make money. Did anybody join me on it? Let's take a look and see what it looks like. There's a sell. Does everybody see it? Everybody see the sell? Why was it a sell? Well, what the hell is that? That's a transition, right? So we start seeing the transition coming in off of that price level, off the top edges. We see the transition taking place into the top prints, and then the sell comes in. How's that sell doing now? That's how the sell's doing now, guys. Live called in the room, right-hand edge of the charts. We've just seen it dropping by $5,000 per contract. $5,000, sorry, on a 6 lot. $5 grand on a 6 lot, Stuart. Come on, seriously, what? Well, it is oil, of course, but you can see what happened into the top edge. There's the sell coming out to play just there. There's the transition taking place. There's the buyers getting stuck on this trade here. I start selling into them, start selling into them, start selling into them. Boof. Straight off, why don't you? Straight off, why don't you? Straight off, why don't you? Bunch of bloody miseries. What an idiot. And obviously all these guys that bought into the top edge, they've just got smashed in the face several times, haven't they? Banjoed 3 times in the face. And that's it. Game, set, and match right there for them, right there. Buyers stuck in the wrong trade at the wrong price. All of a sudden we're making $6,000 on a 6 lot. That's another $1,000 trade live in the room in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. $6,000 on a 6 lot. $1,000 a contract in 3 minutes. Could you make it up? Could you make it any easier than that Grail trade right there? Could they make it any easier for us? Not really. Do we have to just keep working the narrative? Absolutely. Have we just killed it for $1,000? Absolutely beautiful. So we've just bought from this price, make $1,000. We just sold from this price, made $1,000. That's $2,000 of live room calls on the right-hand edge of your charts. Nowhere else, guys. Nowhere else. Not lagging. Not background information, not theoretical garbage, not retail stuff, but real money, transition trading, as suggested and described by Charlie D, as taught in this classroom for the last 7 years. For the last 7 years. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy how it can be so simple and basic. If you get it right, nail it, you're off and running, guys. You're off and running. Every one of these transitions traded. Every one of these transitions traded and executed on the right-hand edge of the charts, guys. $15-point peace plan by the Russians and Ukrainians, guys. 15-point peace plan. 15-point peace plan. A 15-point peace plan. 15-point peace plan as that came out from discussions at the moment, and that 15-point police plan. Kim, you try and see it. That plan that's came out by the Ukrainians seems to be getting some weight. We're starting to see a bit of selling on oil, a bit of bids coming in on the S&P here, bit of selling on that bond off the high print. That's good news for anybody that's been working that short trade at higher prints off that zero. And that 15-point plan has now worked out nicely for us. 177.04 sell side business, and a drop down to 176.5 for $500 unis.